Right, good morning Year 6. Here are 4 mixed maths questions for you to have a go at. Increase by 10%, decrease by 10%, just what we looked at the last lesson. Then a multiplying of fractions and then a BIDMAS question. So you might want to pause the video there, have a go at solving them and then see if you got the answers right in a moment. Okay, so we'll look at number 1. We're increasing this number 870 by 10%. So what I have to do first of all is to find 10% of 870. So we do 870 divided by 10, which gets us to 87. Now when something increases, it gets larger, it gets bigger. So we need to add our 10%, our 87, to this, to 870. So if I write it underneath, I have to write it quite small to squeeze it in, and we're adding them. So 7 add 0 is 7, 8 add 7 is 15, 5 goes there, 1 on the next column, 8 add 1 is 9. So the answer to this is 957. So 870 increased by 10%, 957. Looking at number 2 now, 330 gets decreased by 10%. So if there was a television for sale for £330, and they were decreasing the price by 10%, what would the new price be? So again, we have to find the 10% first of all. So 330 gets divided by 10 because percent is measured out of 100 and there are 10 tens, aren't there, in 100? So that's why we need to divide it by 10. So 330 divided by 10 is 33. And it gets decreased by 10%, so that means it goes down, it gets smaller. So we need to subtract 330 and then subtract 33 from it. 0 take away 3, we cannot do that. So exchange 1, that becomes 2. This becomes 10. 10 take away 3 is 7. 2 take 1, we can't do that. So this becomes 2, that becomes 12. 12 take away 3 is 9. 2 take away nothing is 2. So 330 decreased by 10%, the 10% is 33. Decreased by that is 297, so the new price of the television will be £297. Okay, moving on to number 3, a multiplication of fractions. So remember, when we do this and multiply the numerator, multiply the denominator. So 7 times by 2 gets us to 14. 11 times by 3 is 33. And it's as simple as that. Looking at that question, could that be simplified in any way? We can't use that method we talked about, the Connor method, where you half and half again, because 33 can't be halved. This one could be, but this one couldn't. Are there any numbers that go both into 14 and 33? There aren't, so this is in its simplest form, 14 over 33. Moving on to this BIDMAS question now. So when we go through BIDMAS, we look, don't we? Brackets, indices, division, multiplication, addition, and subtraction. So there are some brackets here, aren't there? So it's the brackets we solve first of all. Even though it's got a subtraction in it, which is last, it does have brackets. So we have to solve this first. So 60, subtract 9, is 51. Next step is to look at the indices, which we have here, which is 7 squared. It's not 7 times 2, it's 7 times by itself. 7 times 7 is 49. And we've got this addition here, haven't we? There's no other operation left to do. So it's the addition. So 49 to 51, you might be able to do that in your head. If not, you could write it out. Gets you to the answer of 100. So there is your maths for this morning, Year 6. And now we will start our lesson.